I think there's obviously a pinch on people's purses at the moment, even more so now. It's not a tangible item, income protection. It's something to be discussed, and actually it generally is discussed around a life event. So children, perhaps, mortgage. And actually when you start discussing the fact that people have got these things happening in their lives, if they lose their income stream or they're unwell or injured, how will they pay for all those things that are required with regard to housing, children, living, just general day to day? It's a difficult conversation for advisors to have. They have, if people haven't got the money in their pockets to be able to spend on an income protection contract, it's about what you prioritise. It's very difficult. Do you prioritise your mobile phone or your Sky subscription? Gas and electricity are going up hugely at the moment. Petrol, diesel have been going up hugely. It's something that has to be prioritised, but it's really difficult for advisors to get that into the conversation. Really difficult. Obviously for younger lives it's cheaper. As you get older, sort of my sort of age, it tends to be more expensive. So it really depends on individuals. There's no set percentage or price. But I would say that it's very difficult for advisors. They have to get all these things into the conversation. Do they do life insurance? Do they do income protection insurance? It depends how much that person has to offer in their money that's spare each month. It depends on their other outgoings. It depends on potential plans that they've got for the future. It just depends on each individual, and it is very clear that each individual is very different. You could be looking at a 20-year-old manual worker that hasn't got any family, or you could be looking at somebody that's 45, that's got 3 kids, that's got a mortgage, that has, other commitments. So everybody's really different. So it just depends on the individual, and that's how we deal with individuals here at the Society. Nevertheless, we fully understand that it's a really difficult message for advisors. So we very much try and help and educate the advisors with regard to the conversation. So my sales team here at the Society, they very much educate and try and train advisors to help with key messages, but very much of the understanding that we understand that the mortgage is one of the most important things if they're writing a mortgage. And then there's other things to consider. Do they need life insurance? Do they need income protection, critical illness? It really depends on the individual scenario. Everybody's so different. My personal view, income protection is there for while you're alive, because it's protecting your income and your lifestyle. Now, life insurance has its place, so does critical illness. But my personal view is I think income protection is probably undersold because it's quite a difficult conversation to have. It's not very well known still, I don't think, in the marketplace. I've got quite a lot of self-employed friends who work in the television industry and such like. They expect their parents to step in if they become, unwell or injured. It's a really difficult conversation for advisors to have, I get that. And especially, can you imagine having a conversation if you're a financial advisor, the person's got £20 left in their budget, this person's never heard of income protection, they don't know what it is, you've got to start from the beginning, you've then got to talk about what it will offer, you've then got to reassure them that we'll pay out at claim stage. So it's a conversation to be had, and it's really understanding and getting under the skin of it and getting into the shoes of the advisor, and that's what we try and do here.